Hey everybody, it's Brooke with the Buttered Home. Welcome to Messy Kitchen Monday. We are in almost smack dab in the middle of April. I don't know about where you're watching from, but we had some really bad weather here night before last, and to be honest, I just wanted to go to bed last night, so that's why we didn't do and I still didn't go to bed early enough, so that's why we postponed until tonight, just so that we could be a little more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, because when the weather is like it was Sunday night, there wasn't going to be any sleeping here. And I think we finally got in the bed around, 1:30? Something like that. It was rough, because both of us had to get up and work Monday morning. So, needless to say, by 3 o'clock yesterday, I looked like a zombie and felt like one too. Nonetheless, we made it through unscathed. We lost a few shingles and we lost a pretty big limb off of a tree, but we have lots to be thankful for, as many other people do as well. I ask that you remember our neighbors in Mississippi who were not so fortunate, and countless others who need our prayers right now throughout the country with COVID-19. So we always want to remember them too. Nonetheless, as I told you last week, we are doing casseroles, and I never could have forecasted the fact that we would need recipes like this, because we planned so far in advance. So Danny came in here to tell me to stop rubbing on my my cutting board. Anyway, I don't know what these folks would do around here if they couldn't make fun of me or distract me or something crazy like that. And now my Instant Pot is going off right here in the middle of everything. Anyway, you gotta love live TV, right? So tonight we're gonna continue with our casserole cooking with Cowboy Rice Casserole. Now, Cowboy Rice Casserole, and I think I've done some cowboy beans before. I have no idea where the name comes from. I really don't. It's just stuff that we've always done, that we've always had. The only thing that I can figure is that makes it a cowboy recipe is the fact that it's spicy and hot, and that it probably has beans in it. Because I know that way back when, they probably ate a lot of beans over a campfire whenever they were working cattle. But cowboys are hot too, so you know that could be where the where the name comes from. And I wish y'all could see Tanner's face. Look, I had to say it. If I didn't say it, somebody else would have, right? So anyhow, moving right along. Well, our Cowboy Rice Casserole is fantastic. It is kind of brown everything, throw it all together, stick it in the oven, and forget about it for about an hour and a half, and it comes out this beautiful casserole, and you top it with cheese. And it this recipe makes a huge, a full casserole dish, full, all the way to the brim. So actually, if you were feeding a smaller crowd, you could half it, as I've done tonight, and I'll show you how much it makes when you just make half of it. But it's a good recipe to have, because you can make the whole recipe, split it between two pans, put one half of it in one of these trusty metal pans like this, cover it with saran wrap, and then cover it really good with tinfoil, and then you can label it and pop it in the freezer, and then just take it out and thaw it in the refrigerator overnight and heat it up in the oven. So one making of this can actually make 2 meals. That's another plus about casseroles, is that a lot of times you can split them in half if you have a smaller family and get 2 good meals off of it. So I love saving time, and Lord knows I love saving money. So we're gonna get started. I have already done a lot of prep work, so it's really gonna be just kind of mix it up and show you how to mix it up. So here what I have is I have some browned ground beef and browned beef chorizo. Now, beef chorizo is, well, just chorizo period, whether it's pork or beef, it really doesn't matter to me because it's both really good. And the chorizo is seasoned with this kind of greasy red sauce. So when you drain this off, don't drain it too much because a lot of the seasoning in the chorizo is in that sauce. So when you drain this, just drain it just enough to get the grease off of it. But you want to keep some of it because that's where all the flavor is. So we have taken a poblano pepper and a red bell pepper and onions, and we have sweated them out with salt and pepper, and then we have taken them off and we have browned our chorizo and our ground beef, and then we've added the pepper and onion mixture back in, and we have drained it and then set it aside. So at this point you're ready to go. From here on out, it's just kind of a dump everything in, mix it up, and you're good to go. So it's real simple. Once you have this done, which you can do as far as in advance as like the night before you need it, then to that you're going to add some beef stock. And don't worry about the amounts because this recipe is going to drop later in the week as always, and you're going to get it first if you are a Buttered Home VIP. And if you're not, you'll have time tonight to sign up for that so that you won't miss it. And then to that we're going to add rice. Uncooked raw rice just goes right in, and then we're going to mix that in together. Mix that up, and this has an 1.5-hour cook time, which is more than enough for every bad rice cook like me to get that rice completely done and get it to where it actually tastes worth a flip. And then to that we're going to add chili powder, and a good bit of it. The full recipe I think calls for 2 tablespoons. So here we've just added in 1 because like I said, this is half. Get that all good and mixed in. And then I have some diced tomatoes, and they'll go in, juice and all. And get that mixed in. And boy, I've been seeing all over social media where people are missing their Mexican restaurants. And now I'll be the first to tell you there's nothing like sitting down in the Mexican restaurant. But there again, you can have dishes like these, which have all the flavor of any Mexican restaurant you would want, and have it here at home where it's safe and the environment is good. And Tanner's looking at me like she doesn't believe me.
Cheese dip and guacamole.
Cheese dip and guacamole, you can get those on grocery pickup and have them with this.
The cheese dip is not the same.
That's it.
I think it's
Mind
the chips
over,
that make it.
Is it the chips that make it?
Yeah.
Mind over matter, mind over matter. And to that we're going to add some whole kernel corn that has been drained. And mix that in. And then some rinsed and drained pinto beans. And we're going to add that in. Now all you do is you simply cover this. If your dish has a cover, you just cover it with the cover that comes with it, and then put it in a 350-degree oven for an 1.5 hours or until the rice is done. And the rice will be done in an 1.5 hours, trust me. And then you take it out carefully, and then you put cheese all over the top of it, and it's fantastic. You have your starch, you have your protein, you have everything you need in one pan. And I'll show you what that looks like. And y'all, this is half. This is half the recipe. So a big 9x13 pan will hold it all, but it will be full. And it will be full. When you put all the broth in there, it's gonna be full to the brim. So be careful putting it in your oven. But y'all, you've got this wonderful cheesy goodness, and that rice is perfectly done, and it looks like a fiesta with all the colors, with the yellow and the reds and the greens, and that cheese on top, and it is fantastic. It's not too hot. You notice I didn't add any other spices to it. No additional red pepper, no additional black pepper, just what I sweated the vegetables out with. And it's fantastic. That chili powder is all you need. So if you're not a huge fan of spicy things, this is going to be your dish. Now, with that being said, be careful when you buy your chorizo, because you can mess up and get the hot chorizo Just check your labels really well. But typically you can get chorizo in most any grocery store in the section where the deli meats are and things like that. It comes in like a sausage roll, so it's and it's cheap. Like a 9-ounce roll of it's $1. It's $1, and it'll be fantastic. My friend Ray turned me on to chorizo tacos, and they are fantastic with just a little green verde sauce, some lime squeezed on them, and some onions. Woo! Just plain, just like they are. They're a greasy mess to eat, but they are fantastic. That's all I got for you tonight. If you want this recipe and you're not signed up as a Buttered Home VIP on Facebook, go to the top of the page and hit the sign up button. On Instagram, go to the link in bio and it'll take you to my page where you can look for the sign up button there. We hope that you all will be with us next Monday, because I have a Southern classic that we've turned into a casserole. So that's kind of redundant, isn't it? A Southern classic and casserole, that's really the same thing. Is that like a double negative? I mean, I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, we are very thankful that you've joined us for Messy Kitchen Monday on a Tuesday. We hope that you'll be back. We ask that if you don't mind on Facebook, if you'll share this video and invite your friends to be with us on Monday night at 7:30 Central Time, because we are just about always here. And if we're not here on Monday, we'll tell you what night we will be here. I can't say always, since I was too lazy to do it last night, right? So we hope you'll join us. We hope that you are liking what you're seeing. And if you are, share our page, share our videos, and we will be forever grateful for you. So, as always, from the Buttered Home to your home, we love y'all. Bye.